Welcome to episode 4 of the Teepee podcast, live from Meta HQ. Here are your hosts, T and P.
Why'd she sound drunk?
Hey, we don't pay her to be sober, I guess.
That's,
I don't know.
I've never heard Siri sound like that.
Me either. We don't pay her to be sober, I guess.
That's,
I don't know.
I've never heard Siri sound like that.
Me either, but hey, we're here at the Meta HQ now. Great stuff. If you guys don't know what Meta is, well, you probably do. You're on it every day. What is it? You're on it every day. What is it, Peyton?
What?
What's Meta?
Meta? You know what? I think it means peace in Latin or something. But remember Meta World Peace?
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
He wasn't even fucking...
That's just what Facebook did. Threw their beer at Facebook. Facebook punched them in the face. And now Facebook changed their name to Meta. I feel like that's basically what happened.
Hey, you know, you have to adapt, you know, because in 20 years, do you think they'll want to be called Facebook?
No. Well, I'm surprised they didn't name it to, like, The Book.
Facebook is something fucking else.
Did you see that? They put a Harambe statue outside of their headquarters.
I guess Meta could also be like, you know, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like,
I don't know. I think it just means peace.
No, but like, oh, that's
Go. Isn't they're like nice? Like if that's meta of you? I don't know, because I've definitely heard of like meta used as an adjective. I guess I never really thought about what it is other than, you know, context clues.
Yeah, well, it's like, I play a lot of video games and like, oh, that's very meta of you, like everyone's doing.
I don't really play online games, so I guess I don't get the lingo on that one.
I only play those sexy ones. But yeah, so that's very meta of them, I guess, to put a Harambe statue.
Well, they didn't do it. It was like fucking like hippie cyber terrorist. It's like an online thing made to like, it's like its own country, but it's based off the internet. It's weird. But they just fucking put it out, and then they had it removed, and there was like 500 pounds of bananas in front of it. But their whole thing was like, bananas in front of it. But their whole thing was like, I think it was kind of like, Facebook's kind of fucked up. I guess that's the message they sent. Because, you know, Facebook changed it because they had like a congressional hearing. Facebook's kind of fucked up. I guess that's the message they sent. Because, you know, Facebook changed it because they had like a congressional hearing not too long ago. They made a joke on it on SNL. About how like they're encouraging, I believe they're encouraging like the hateful or hate speech on Facebook. It's not really like they are, it's just how the algorithms work, but they like knew what was going on, so they felt they just didn't change it.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was a joke at first when I heard meta.
Yeah.
I was like, no fucking way. This fucking NBA player's gonna do that shit, and then Facebook's gonna follow? Like, they're not even going original. But I guess, I don't know when everything, I feel like, do you think their logo's going to be the same too? Or it's going to be like...
No, it has to change because like an F doesn't make any sense.
It's going to be like a mixed race baby angel just hugging the earth.
Do you think they're going to change like Instagram's name?
Oh, dang, it's just owned by Facebook.
Yeah, I guess, but like, I don't know, I can see...
It's like if Google changed its name, do you think they would change YouTube's name?
I don't know. I guess that's a lot of things. But
what if YouTube bought RedTube? Or bought the URL for YouTube or RedTube and just changed it to that?
Bro, it's really like just PH really took the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like.
You know what day it is?
What?
November 2nd. It's no longer October.
It's No Nut November.
I'm doing no
I'm doing no nut November, and I cut my hair 31st.
No shave November?
No shave November.
I haven't shaved in a while. I mean, I shaved my... Well, I guess I shaved into a goatee over the summer. I forgot I did that. And I shaved the top of my head, but... See, I would do no nut November, and I shaved the top of my head, but... See, I would do no nut November, but... I like cashews too much.
Cashews. I love cashews. Almonds have a place in my heart, and like roasted like peanuts.
Oh my god, yeah, any kind of roasted nuts where they roast it in cinnamon and sugar.
Or
just the smell of, yeah, any kind of roasted nuts where they roast it in cinnamon and sugar. The smell of it.
At the Asian market, I get these like roasted peas. You should try those.
Roasted peas. You know, if you ever had Boston baked beans?
No, maybe. What are they? Like,
it's fucking heaven in your mouth.
Is it? Are they? Like,
it's fucking heaven in your mouth.
Is it?
It's these little red beans, but I mean it's candy.
Yeah. And
the little red like bean looking things.
Okay, I know. I've never had them, but I've seen. I know. What you're talking
it's like, but they're supposed to be peanuts, and they taste like peanuts. That middle finger.
He said, "Hey, half my net worth is in stock. I'm gonna take all that shit out."
Yeah, he's gonna take $6 billion out, and I think he's worth what? 300 billion, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, because he even said because it was literally if you give 20, or maybe even less than this day when he like signed a new thing, or I think he bought a company or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He did something that got him a lot more money, and they're like, if you just gave us like this percentage of the money you made from that day, we could solve world hunger. But I don't think it's like just $6 billion. I think it's like $6 billion from like the other dude, the bald dude.
Yeah. Do you think
just
like
fucking name?
Do you think like the world like hunger place is actually like, I'm gonna tweet at this guy like what's gonna happen, and then if they did, do you actually think Elon would be like, okay?
Do you think they're actually going to be able to... They're going to have something out there? They're going to release some kind of essay over it? Like, this is how $6 billion... Or this is what your $6 billion could use. And he'd be like, no, and let me explain to you why. He's going to go into this all, like, Goodwill Hunting bullshit on a fucking chalkboard and explain to them. It's like, no, listen here, fuckers. Have you seen my name? Yeah, I'm going to use my son's name to fucking show y'all how you're wrong.
I feel like if you got like 10 like just geniuses together, they could figure out a way to use $6 billion to end world hunger.
I mean, that's what the Nazis did.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if like someone would just take over Africa and like just like colonize it, I feel like it would be fine.
That's what the Italians tried to do.
What's their Italian? What do Italians know? Pizza, spaghetti,
attitude.
The Eiffel Tower.
I know. I said attitude.
I know. I said.
Oh, okay. Eiffel Tower. I said attitude.
I know. I said.
Oh, okay. Eiffel Tower. It's in France.
What's the
Leaning Tower of Pisa?
That's in Rome. Is Rome?
No, that's not in Rome. It's in Pisa. Or Pisa.
Pizza?
Pizza. P-I-Z-A.
I really thought it was called pizza.
Pizza. P-I-Z-A.
I really thought it was called pizza, and like I thought it till like sophomore year of high school, and then I told my geography teacher that, and I think he was about to slap me. I was like, I
remember one time when I was in high school, because I was always big on history.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I was always big on history.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had one teacher who'd go around and ask questions, and I always fucking knew it. And one time he was like, who built this church? I don't remember the fucking question. Who built this church in this Italian city, blah, blah, blah. And this kid raises his hand. He's we're all fucking laughing our ass off. And he's like, what? Is that not right? And he's like, it's the Sistine Chapel. The Sistine Chapel.
My, like, 8th grade, like, in middle school, for UConn, I was in geography class, and, like, the teacher was a coach, right? so does anyone know any facts about the War of 1812? And some kid was like, it was in 1812, and my teacher flipped shit. He like threw paper. He said no. He said, that's right, but that is so smart ass of you. And like was yelling, and like the fucking principal walked in like 20 minutes later. It was good shit.
Yeah, that same class. We had tests. We would take we'd have a game day where he would ask basically all the questions on the test. And then whatever group, you'd be in groups, and it'd be like Jeopardy. Like, you'd be like, I know it. Mm-hmm. And then he would call on you. If you got it right, you got so many points, and then those were added to your test as bonus points. And as a high school, I remember enjoying. But he was like, when did the United Nations form? And someone from this other, it was like one of my friends from this other group, like stood up, and he was like, whatever date he said, group, like stood up, and he was like, whatever date he said, and he was like, no, that's not right. And I fucking slammed my hand down on the desk, stood up. I was like, 1946, baby! And he's like, alright, I need you to sit down. He's like, but yes, that is right. That is right. Never got so hard in class before.
The UN. Who's all in the UN now?
The UN?
United Nations?
I mean, a lot. There's only a few. I mean,
I know, but didn't someone leave though? Like, not the other day. I remember hearing it was like years ago. Now that I think about it.
Shit. We should have bleeped that out.
What?
What I just said.
What?
The country.
Taiwan.
This episode can't be played in China now.
Who the fuck cares about China?
I don't know. Maybe we have some Chinese listeners.
I'm Japanese.
Well, there's more people in China.
Yeah, they're all fucking child laborers. Have you seen
memes from China?
I was watching TikTok, and I totally forgot about this, but I remember watching it. It's like when one death, they always depict death as the guy in the scythe, in Family Guy.
Yeah.
So death as the guy in the scythe. In Family Guy.
Yeah.
So one death runs and gets in a car crash, and the other death's like, oh, I have to kill you now, and it's like, oh, what happens to me? And he's like, you get reincarnated, and he disappears and then comes back, and he was like, I went to China, and
oh yeah,
he was
yeah.
He was like, oh, female? He's female? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now. Oh wait, we should probably do a sponsor.
Quick sponsor.
Should we do?
Let's go into.
Tank tops?
Tank tops? Wife beaters.
Yeah.
Wife beaters are different from tank tops.
They're pretty.
Wife beater's a wife beater. It's a whole category.
I don't know. I was gonna say. I actually wear. I mean, I've always worn them. They're super comfy.
I mean, I have a couple. I haven't worn them in a while because I kind of feel gay.
Gay in them? Really? I feel powerful.
You do.
I feel like no woman.
You do.
I feel like no woman could stand in my way.
I feel like I should be beating someone up when I have one on.
Yeah, I feel like I should be quick to anger when I wear one.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like as soon as I put one on, my testosterone levels go
If someone
up.
peeves me in the littlest way, I'm probably gonna punch them.
Yeah,
littlest way, I'm probably gonna punch them.
Yeah, I've literally worn one out in public, and then me and this guy just pulled out each other's dicks to see who was bigger. That's how much testosterone those things cost.
So wife beaters, if you want to feel like a man in your own household, go grab.
Get them at Goodwill for
Walmart.
About 5 cents a shirt. They might have some holes in them, or you can get a 20-pack at Walmart for $2.99.
Yep, exactly. Thank you, wife beaters. Want to talk about the plinking?
Plinking, yeah.
Plinking. So if you guys don't
know... It's planking, but involving gay sex, isn't it?
You shoot recreationally? Is that pretty much the gist?
What, is there another way? I mean, medically? Can you medically shoot?
When you shoot in a school, that's not very recreational.
To the shooter it probably is.
I feel like that's more like a vendetta.
Yeah, but what is recreation?
Vendetta.
Yeah, but what is recreation? Happiness?
If I'm doing something recreationally, I'm happy,
Yeah. So, do you think they're not walking through the school?
I feel some are, but the Columbine people, I feel like.
What about the Boulder thing? with
people. I feel like.
What about the Boulder thing, with the Joker shooter? I'm sure that was recreational to him.
Or like that one guy that was just spraying bullets into concrete at Las Vegas because like, out of like the 800 rounds he had and like the thousands of people he could have shot, he only like hit like one.
No, he hit more than one.
He didn't kill anyone. Vegas one, I'm
pretty sure people died in that.
Let's look this shit up real quick.
Yeah, that would suck if someone's mom heard that and their kid died in it. You better look it up for them, or they're gonna curse you.
So.
No one died.
Hey,
no one
867.
died. Maybe one guy died.
Okay, but listen.
It was
okay.
50.
Okay, listen. Only 58 died, but he had. What does it say here? So he had
like 200.
He died, but he had. What does it say here? So he had
like 200 injuries, right?
It was 800.
800. Oh shit.
But no, he had 24 rifles.
Mm-hmm.
And over 1,000 bullets, and yet he only killed 47. Or wait, how many kill?
I don't know. I think it's harder to kill people than you think it is. Because when I see like there was like, yeah, this guy went into like a mosque with a machine gun and fired and killed 3 people. I was like, he went in with a fucking machine gun and killed 3 people? Like, what a fucking... How are you... That people?
Like, yeah, shooting's bad. Don't condone it.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, if I'm going to shoot up somewhere, I'm getting, like, at least 10 plus.
I mean, is that even the most effective way to go? At least get creative with it. I mean, that's not even original. Like... And not a bombing either. Why don't you, like, give everybody fucking a shit ton of acid where they trip out, maybe put some, like, fentanyl to make them a little aggressive, and just have a riot in a school? That's way more entertaining than a shooting. I mean, shootings are just so unoriginal nowadays.
What if, like, instead of, like, throw a match in there?
Yeah, that's more creative, too. Like, we need some jigsaw shit in the fucking schools now. Because... the shootings are just boring. Man.
Yeah, now it's like, oh, everyone gets shot up now. Unless you're in England, then you just get stabbed a bunch of times.
Yeah, or they just make fun of you.
Yeah, they're like...
I feel like they have high suicide rates.
Probably.
Could you imagine having those teeth?
We're living in Cleveland. England.
Where was that? Was that near London?
It was... I'm going to look it up real quick. I just know it's the same like Cleveland here. So it's by Yorkshire.
Oh, Yorkshire by the sea.
Yeah, it's like it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's just on like the top corner. Looks pretty stupid if you ask me, but yeah. But but back to the plinking.
Oh yeah, we never.
Yeah, but back to the plinking.
Oh yeah, we never finished on that topic.
Okay, so back to the plinking. So there's a update in the Alec Baldwin situation.
Alec Baldwin is still alive. He didn't get killed by the feminists. My last Q drop, that was actually invalid information, and I apologize for that.
But, so, it appears that before the filming to that, the crew went out to plink, and I guess they never figured the guns out again?
I'm sure. I don't think they changed the fucking shoot it. And plinking is like shooting at bottles of shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever done that.
I mean, yeah.
I actually never have. I went skeet shooting as a kid, but never like.
My brother has a lot of land and like he's always like, if I go down there,
Texas.
he's like.
You said we should go hunt there.
And I get down there and he's like, oh, go shoot. We just drive down to like a random creek bed and.
Do you want to go hunt this year?
I'm down. When does season start?
Rabbit season, I think, just started. I think November 1st.
Yeah, I can kill a rabbit on the side of the road.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you want to go get? bucks out there?
Oh, probably not. I'm saying let's go to like Alaska.
Oh, I mean, I want to go someplace where I can afford it. Or turkey hunting.
Yeah,
is that more of that's more of a shotgun sport though, isn't it?
But I mean,
can you go turkey hunting with a gun sport though, isn't it?
But I mean,
can you go turkey hunting with a crossbow?
Yeah, it's gonna kill the turkey.
Yeah. But when I think of birds, I always think of shotguns.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, because like when you go like pheasant hunting or shit like that, you know, like they fly in the air. I'd rather shoot it with a shotgun because like if I shoot an arrow in the air, I'm never gonna, they fly in the air. I'd rather shoot it with a shotgun because like if I shoot an arrow in the air, I'm never gonna find that.
Yeah.
You know,
it might go through them, but it's worth it. I'd lose a bolt to fucking kill a turkey.
Well, no, see, turkeys, it's going to be easier to find. I'm saying, like, if you like
for a pheasant with a crossbow?
Yeah, you, like, in the middle, you're like, oh. Like,
for a pheasant with a crossbow?
Yeah, you, like, in the middle, you're like,
oh.
You know, I'd rather go turkey hunting, no doubt.
Alright, we need to plan a time.
I'm down.
Because I got my hunting license.
Hey,
it's super easy for me because I'm Indian.
I need to go get one. How much is there usually? I
don't know. I get them for free because white people raped my land. Bitch.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I'm so down. We'll figure out a time. We'll do it later. Anyway.
Alright, so the plinking was, yeah, they basically shoot bottles, but I guess they traded the guns, or, take the guns back to set. Forgot to put blanks in. And then, but, it's become very, how would you say it? Politicized?
Yeah.
It's very, like, left versus right on it.
I feel that.
Because a lot of the, or I guess the Democrats are like, because I've seen a lot of people like, oh, Alec Baldwin should go free. Mm-hmm. You have a handheld, you always treat it as it's or as if it's loaded.
I feel that.
And I was like, yeah, I guess that's how I was always taught. But then it's thinking too, like,
you're like on a movie set, like you really.
Yeah, that's not the first thought that would be in my head on a movie set. And I don't know if they do they teach you that? Like, do they teach you that? Like, hey, this prop gun. Always treat it like
they
a real
don't. Everything
gun.
I've heard about it is like they're like, so they're always supposed to have like some like designated like firearm checker dude. That's what I've always heard.
Yeah.
And apparently the guy like quit or something like that day. And so like, cause like the guy's always supposed to be like, or something like that day. And so like, cause like the guy's always supposed to be like, loading gun, blinking, and then give him the gun. But apparently, I guess not.
You think Alec Baldwin? Well, so I guess he's also the producer of the Rust. Is what it's called. You think he'll get like? They're talking about how he might get sued for just being the producer, not even because he was the person to do it, but he was the person in charge of the production. So still, even if it wasn't his fault, it's the production's fault, and he was the producer.
Yeah. What if like watching it back, they're just like, we're not fucking putting this out, we'd get crucified.
Yeah.
So he's just like, might as well just fucking shoot someone. Might as well.
Oh, alright. 2 teens in Atlanta, Georgia. 2 teens in Atlanta, Georgia save a bus driver who had a stroke. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Do you think it's Atlanta? Like, you have to think it's Atlanta. Do you think they saved the bus driver, or they were just hijacking it, and then the guy had a stroke, and they're just like,
it was a woman
just hijacking it, and then the guy had a stroke, and they're just like,
it was a woman driver actually.
Anyway, so like, what if like the guys came in there to rob the bus, and he's like, and like fucking like started like half her face drooped down and stuff, and they're like, oh my god,
I'm having a stroke.
Yeah,
I'm having a stroke.
Because the cops will be here a lot faster.
And they're like, she sounds more drunk than usual while driving. Oh, I bet. I mean, she's definitely on pills.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. The bus driver in Atlanta your life fucking sucks, so you have to be on drugs.
What's good in Atlanta?
Racism.
Is there I thought it was all black people.
Well, yeah, but it's in Georgia.
That's a good point. That's they sent them all.
Well, yeah, they've always just had. I mean, it's probably a lot of black people have migrated to like different. A lot of black people have migrated to like different places over the years, but Atlanta's always kind of kept the black population.
I've flown into the Atlanta airport there. It's really nice. In the back of it, there's this Porsche dealership, and there's like a track you can go on, and like the back of the airport's really dope.
Yeah.
The back of the airport's really dope.
Yeah, so racism's like their main export, probably.
Their main export. Were they the city that like stole a bunch of like $100,000 cars during the riots? Or was that Detroit?
I want to say, oh, maybe it was Detroit. I don't know.
Yeah, shit in Detroit.
And they got old cars. Oh, but I guess one of the boys would grab the fucking like mic and was like screaming into it because the bus driver was having a stroke. And the other boy, because he was fucking Atlanta, Georgia, he had a prayer like for all the students on there.
Session
to calm them down.
Did they tell you like, or did it say like where they crashed?
I don't think they crashed. I think she just maybe pulled over because it didn't say anything about that. And so I was like, my first instinct of reading the article was, oh, okay, they grabbed the steering wheel and drifted it into a parking spot. Grabbed the steering wheel and drifted it into a parking spot. But no, it was
Fast and the Furious.
Or just put it on the side of the fucking road. But it was just like one kid said a prayer and the other one got the mic. So I don't know if she was driving while having a stroke.
Only half her body works, so she only could go right.
She just couldn't use the fucking brake. Couldn't use the brake and couldn't go right, so she was just turning left the entire time. And then the fucking one kid's probably holding down her tongue so she's not fucking choking on it. And he probably just got like a scared boner too, because he's like 14.
He's like,
turns me on for some reason.
He's like exploring his kinks. He's like, wow, holding this girl's tongue really making me feel something.
He's like, oh god, am I getting into choking? But yeah, the other kid was saying a prayer. This is what I wonder though. Atlanta, Georgia. Think all how it is in Atlanta, but
did they say the race of the kids that saved him?
No, but the kids were white. I know that. Their picture was a couple of gingers.
What if everyone else was like in the back, like?
I bet they had a segregated prayer, and he was like, "Let's have a white prayer. Please come over here."
One of the gingers is like, "Okay, thing in the back, gangbangers and all." And then he's like, "Let's pray, man. Let's pray."
Let's pray.
He's like, God bless this sweet tea.
No matter who's on this bus,
Jesus loves you. Amen. And then like the guy's like, what the fuck are you doing? I just parked this shit. Like,
yeah. Oh, what else do we got?
Want to hit oh, speaking of Atlanta, let's hit our next sponsor. Have you ever needed like just handiwork done for like cheap?
Yeah, I used to go to Home Depot for that, but I guess ICE has been snooping around there lately, so they're kind of
they've been
low on manual labor.
Well, what if I told you I had a website?
Really?
That could. Oh, I need someone, and they could
on it that I want.
You can do whatever you wanted.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you. It's kind of like Craigslist, but it's called Convicts List. So it's where, oh, I need my sink done. Well, do you know who needs community service and cheap labor?
Who?
A convict that just got out last week.
One of these convicts costs for labor.
Well, per hour it ranges from about $1.50 to like $2. You just gotta sign a piece of paper saying, if you get murdered, not our fault.
Wow. Can they be my DD?
They could, if you needed them to.
Could they babysit my kids?
Hey, whatever you need.
Could they babysit my kids?
Hey, whatever you need.
Can they hold my hand if I'm getting chemo treatment?
Hey, they'll be right there by your side every step of the way.
That sounds great.
That sounds great for just a short price of $2 a month.
$2 a month.
Helping out convicts.
Wait, isn't it $1?
Helping out convicts.
Isn't it $1 if they go to convictslist.com/TP podcast and they get it for $1?
For a limited time, 50% off.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Going to convictslist.com.
It's a great special.
Thank you, Convicts List. Alrighty.
Have you ever used Craigslist?
No, can't ever say. eBay, never used.
I've never bought anything, but I remember my cousin once was like, hey, do you know you can buy people on Craigslist? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's legit people.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is just human trafficking on the fucking internet right now.
My friend used Craigslist and bought like one of those fleshlights that like jerk you off for you.
Oh wow!
It was used. He bought it. It was like so. Originally, it was used. He bought it. It was like so. Originally, it's like Fuckmaster 3000, some shit like that.
He's like, don't worry, it came with the gallon of bleach.
So usually it's like $150. He got it for like $50 on Craigslist or eBay or some shit like that. I never asked him if he used it, but I think he used it. But I think he has herpes. So
he probably, what was that show? The Sex Took Me to the ER.
Oh yeah,
that show would be on that shit. He was like, I got crabs from my fucking pocket pussy.
I remember I watched one episode of that a long time ago, and it was like, fucking crushed her, and I'm just like, damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Let's see. We talked about the Kellogg lawsuit.
No, we haven't.
Well, we talked about the last one with the strikes.
Yeah, the Kellogg strikes, and that inadvertently.
Yeah, someone is suing Kellogg for $5 million because they don't have enough strawberries in their Pop-Tarts.
Personally, I think whatever they're eating in that strawberry Pop-Tart ain't strawberries.
So that's what I thought was stupid. I read that article, because maybe it's just me, but when I read the Pop-Tart, and they're like, what the fuck? This doesn't taste like a strawberry-flavored Pop-Tart. I'm getting fucking ripped off. They need to put more strawberry in this. So he fucking gets a lawyer, and he's like, I'm suing these motherfuckers for $5 million. I probably bought $5 million. The lawyer, and he's like, I'm suing these motherfuckers for $5 million. I probably bought $5 million of fucking Pop-Tarts, and none of them tasted like they actually had strawberry in them. But no, it's someone suing them because I guess Pop-Tarts made them seem healthier than they are. And so it's like, strawberries, and none of them tasted like they actually had strawberry in them. But no, it's someone suing them because I guess Pop-Tarts made them seem healthier than they are. And so it's like, strawberries have vitamins in it, and since there's not actually strawberries in it, you're not getting vitamins.
What if Kellogg...
So it's like false branding is what they're suing them for.
What if Kellogg just came out and there's like, yeah, you're not eating strawberry, you're eating a bunch of crickets fucking mashed up in strawberry fucking flavoring.
Did you see when like M&M's announced that their M&M's were vegetarian? Yeah.
I guess.
You're like, wait, they weren't already vegetarian?
Yeah.
I'm not saying vegan. Vegetarian.
I know, yeah, but I'm sitting here thinking, like, I guess they didn't have to say it, but, thinking about it, you're like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But, yeah, I was kind of surprised. I didn't eat pork for a while.
Yeah.
I remember finding out, like, oh, yeah, you can't eat Skittles.
Pork fat?
Mm-hmm. Pork fat. It's in everything.
Dude, honestly, though, so, my dad made this, like, it's this pork butt, right? And I cubed it.
Fuck, I love pork butt.
He cubed it and fucking, like, smoked it a shit ton, then fried it. And it was these, like, juicy...
I bought a brisket the other day. I can't wait to cook it. I fucking love brisket.
I love smoking it. Honestly, what I did one time, it was when, me and my brother were camping. We bought a brisket from, like, Walmart for, like, $40, and we're gonna make it last for 2 weeks. So in like our little cabin, we had like this like one single like crock pot. So for like 2 days we just like let it sit in there.
Oh my god.
We put like just a bunch of like water and like some herbs we found and shit in there, and we just let it cook for like 2 days straight. Because first we didn't have enough power to like if we wanted it to cook it like in a whole day. So we had to let it sit. It was pretty fucking.
Cook stuff in a crock pot all day, and I love using crock pots. It's the best.
And I think they get a bad rap because like white women like to like put chicken and like 2 blocks of cream cheese.
And Frank's Red Hot sauce.
That
is the fucking shit on top of sourdough bread.
See, like,
I should have added that fucking shit on top of sourdough bread.
See, like,
I should have added that to last week's munchie list.
But I love, okay, so don't get me wrong, I love, like, that, like, cracked chicken. Ever had that?
Maybe.
So it's, like, chicken, cream cheese, a whole bunch of other stuff. I love that. But if you, like, look at just crockpot recipes, why is it a block of cream cheese in every
cream cheese is the...
Crockpot recipes, why is it a block of cream cheese in every
cream cheese is the fucking shit.
But, bro, that adds, like, 4, like, billion calories.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible for you, but it's delicious.
It is. But, I mean, I think that's why they get a bad rap, because white women like to toss as much cream cheese as they can in it.
Is it white women? You don't think...
To toss as much cream cheese as they can in it.
Is it white women? You don't think black women use cream cheese?
I remember coming home, and my mom was making chicken legs in a crock pot, and I kind of wanted to kill myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, one time I put a fucking frozen Cornish hen, you know those little Cornish hens, I put one in the crock pot, and I came home, it was just soup with bones in it. And I was like, motherfucker! I was like, so I had to fucking pick through the bones while eating it.
I love food, though. Food's amazing. I went to this barbecue place the other day at the Oklahoma City. I forgot what it's called, but I got a turkey. All the meat just fell off.
Damn.
And I was like...
You know what's a good smoked meat?
What?
You ever had gyros?
Yeah.
That's smoked like lamb meat.
Yeah.
Fucking delicious.
I always like it like you go to like the city and like fairs, like if you go like the arts fair in the like Paseo district, and a full ass lamb cone.
Oh
and
yeah.
Like,
and the dude's like fucking yelling at his wife.
He's like a 60-year-old like Greek man. He's like ah!
he's got fucking like one loopy eye when he talks to you. There's like
hairstyle of like the hair and then like the bald top.
And there's like a dead fly on his forehead.
Yeah.
And it just keeps like just every few minutes is like the fucking leg just.
And he fucking killed it. It landed on his head. And he like slapped it with his knife he was using. That's how he killed it.
Is this Greek racism?
I guess if you want it to be, racially motivated.
Has the great Greeks ever been? I'm sure they've been discriminated. In America, though?
I feel like Greeks are kind of like worshipped here, though, because like Greek mythology, like Greeks are kind of like worshipped here, though, because like Greek mythology, like you can go to a high school and there's at least 30 people that are like hella into Greek mythology.
But you think Zeus is cool? No, not Zeus.
Yeah, is that not Zeus?
No, well, I'm thinking of where's the fucking Roman gods?
Hercules?
Where's the fucking Roman gods?
Hercules?
No, that's Greek. Like Mars, Jupiter, it's all named after the planet, or the planets are named after them, or however it is.
Yeah, I can't know what you're talking about.
Fuck. Is that what is that religion called? Fuck. What is that religion called? Or is it just Latin mythology?
Roman mythology?
I don't know, because they basically just stole it from the Greeks and then added some shit to it. I mean, that's what the Christians did to the Jews, basically.
Roman...
Christians took the Bible from them.
Yeah, so the Roman gods are Neptune, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo,
it's
Jupiter,
like,
Juno.
Planets. Yeah. I think Gaia is Earth, isn't it? Or is that in Greek?
I didn't see that one, but... No, and what's underrated? Japanese mythology.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
You know, but
I watched an episode of Death Note once.
I love Death Note.
I heard it's really good.
Yeah,
I'm not a big anime guy. I like some.
Yeah.
It's just hard for me to get into.
I love anime. I watch it a lot. No, but like Japanese gods' names: Amaterasu. We got Jurjorin.
Jujorin?
Yeah, Hori, Inari.
Wait, hold on. I think I caught some of these on Pokemon Go.
You probably did. A lot are. But like I don't know, like when I get a tattoo, I want like a Japanese like style tattoo.
Definitely not the original.
I know so many fucking white guys who are like, oh yeah, I love the Japanese culture, blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, you're a white piece of shit.
I know a guy. No, I think it's Mandarin, but he's got a Mandarin letter on the back of his head that says "crazy."
That's weird.
Yeah, because he's fucking crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, because he's fucking crazy.
Did you hear fucking... So, during Halloween, I kept on, like, hearing a bunch of shit on campus, and there was a bunch of Indian, like, Native American, not, like, Indian, like, Native American people, and they're like, if you're going to a Halloween party, I'd best not see you dressed up like a Native American. I'll see you dressed up like a Native American. I'll beat your ass for popularizing our culture or some shit like that. And, like, you being Indian, what do you think about it?
I guess, no, I don't think it's wrong. Maybe if you did red face.
I went to a Halloween party, I saw straight up, it was a girl with like an Indian head, looked like so much cooler.
But I mean, because I wanted to go, I was thinking about going as Lil Wayne for Halloween. But I wasn't going to do blackface.
I was going to do Nacho Libre.
Yeah, but he's white.
No, he's not, he's Mexican.
It's fucking Black, or Jonah, what's his name?
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
But he's Mexican.
Yeah, but he's white.
I don't care, but he looks Mexican.
In that movie.
Yeah.
Not in Gulliver's Travels.
Gulliver. Isn't there a second one of those?
I don't think so.
I remember watching. Isn't like the Gulliver's Travel? It's like he like was really big and like he went to Isn't like the Gulliver's Travel? It's like he like was really big and like he went to like a really.
Yeah, it's based off a book by Oliver Twist, I want to say, or that's probably completely wrong.
School of Rock. School of.
Yeah, he was in School of Rock.
Is that what it was called? Yeah, I love that fucking. Do you know the guitarist, like that like kid that I'm talking? Do you know like
Jonathan Swift? Not the other.
Do you know like the kid that played the guitar, like bass, maybe guitar? I'm talking about had like the fat cheeks.
Red Hot Chili Peppers? Flea? Oh, on.
No, not in School of Rock. I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you a picture. Anyway,
yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a while.
I love School of Rock. Very close. I ain't fucking find them.
Hear what the Oxford word of the year was?
What was the Oxford word of the year?
Vax. I don't know where to begin with that one.
Vax.
That's just what like
this fucking kid.
Okay, what about him?
He got caught stealing like 75 guitars from our guitar store.
Really? Jesus fucking.
75 guitars from our guitar store.
Really? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Vax.
What do you think the second choice was? Like, hashtag in racism? It's gonna be the fucking second word. They're like the abbreviation of the year, and so we BLM. Yeah, it was.
They start making up shit. What does Oxford have to like? Why are we listening to Oxford like word of the year?
What's the other one?
Cambridge.
Is it Cambridge or is it Webster's? I like Webster's better. Oxford's older than the Incan Empire.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Do you know Harvard, like American? I guess there's only one fucking Harvard, but do you know it has the most college football championships out of every team?
Really? I didn't know
because
Ivy Leagues had good football teams.
This is like all overall like what Alabama plays for, but Harvard was a team like 200 years before Alabama got a football team or some shit. So that's like the only reason they have so many because
they were playing fucking football back when white people were playing football.
Yeah. Hear about the SpaceX shit? Literally?
Yeah, they're... Whatever, I don't know how the toilets work up there.
So I'm guessing it has to be like you shit, right? And then like something has to just like open really quickly and it just falls through.
I feel like it's...
And then like something has to just like open really quickly and it just falls through.
I feel like it's suck it in and then put it in a bag.
You think?
Maybe. But I guess it broke.
And they start shitting and like.
Too bad they don't have criminal list up there.
Yeah, they
have criminal list up there.
Yeah, they have someone up there and just fix it real quick.
So yeah, they had to like shit into their own clothes, basically. I think that's what it was. So Amazon makes you pee in Gatorade bottles, and SpaceX makes you shit into your pants. Oh yeah,
pretty much just our football team now, because what else is going on at Oklahoma State? But for homecoming this week, we played Kansas. I think we won 55-7. No, 3.
55.
Like
who do we play?
Kansas.
Which one?
Kansas. KU.
KU? Isn't there Kansas State too?
Yeah. But so Kansas only lost to Oklahoma by like a touchdown. Like OU. Like OU was like number 2 and they're so good. Well, we beat them 55-3. So I mean, take it as you will, but
I mean I like OU. I come from an OU family.
I come from OU. Yeah, you go to Oklahoma State.
I know. I come from an OU family.
I come from OU. Yeah, you go to Oklahoma State.
I know. It's so funny that my dad works there, and he's the biggest OU fan.
See, my friend, he's a big OU fan. Like we are.
The one that you fucking bet $50 that he would they would lose to what, Nebraska?
Yeah. So he's like the big. So he's like the biggest OU fan. So we always bet, and like he's coming to Oklahoma State next year. So he's in OSU OKC right now. So I mean.
OSU. Oh yeah, I knew someone who went here, and then they were like, "That's too expensive." So then they went to the Oklahoma City one, and they're like, "That's too expensive," and then they just dropped out.
Damn. For all of his basics, and then this year he's at OSU OKC, and then next year he's coming here. I guess it's smart. I guess. Did you hear about the football player?
Car wreck.
Yeah. So he was driving a brand new Corvette, like the new ones. Have you seen what the new ones look like? They look like.
I'm sure they look cool.
22-year-old girl's like Honda Accord.
Oh. And
it fucking caught on fire and killed her. So he's only like 24. It's like his second year in the NFL. He was drunk, so he got a DUI with a kill or something. They called something like that in Las Vegas. But that's like the second like highest like felony you can. He's facing 2 to 20 years of prison.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't know. My thoughts on like. Sports stars like
race, race,
black.
Oh, it's gonna be 20.
It'd be death penalty.
Not like no offense to him, but we all know the system's rigged.
On me. But like my thought on like why would you like be in the NFL, right? He makes $5 million a year just to play football. Like why would you like jeopardize that?
Yeah, I remember. My junior year of high school. Over the summer when I was going to be a senior, this fucking guy had died in a car crash. And they had lied at my school about what happened. Mm-hmm. They were like, well, I remember this road that was like fucking super hilly where it's like a roller coaster and you feel it going down.
Yeah.
And they're doing like fucking 60 on this and it's 40 with a bunch of, and it's like even, it's even scary going 40 because the roads are so small because it's out in the, like not
right
too far
Mustang.
from, roads are super small, bumpy road. They crashed into another car and then the 3 got out. And they say this one guy's seatbelt got stuck. Or no, they didn't even say that. They said he died from the crash. They got out of the truck, and then he was a grade or 2 above me, died.
Yeah.
And then I remember I heard the real story, and it was like they had flipped, and they were fucking high. And like the roach had fallen into a fucking thing of gasoline they had in the back. Just in the back, but I don't agree with that. I think it's kind of stupid. Mm-hmm. But yeah, car flipped over. His seatbelt got stuck, so everyone crawled out, and they could literally hear him burning to death. But it was like that's what they didn't tell us that in school. But I was like, God damn, it was weird. Just as like, I didn't know the guy. Like, God damn, it was weird. Just as like, I didn't know the guy, but it was weird to hear it.
Damn, so at Stillwater High School here, a year before I came here, some girl pulled out in front of a semi and got fucking hit, and it was like her like third like day with her license, and fucking hit, and it was like her like third like day with her license. And everyone like that like told me about it was like, oh, she was my best friend. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh god, I fucking hate that.
No. Listen. So then I fucking met my girlfriend and we started dating. She was telling me, I was like, and she was like, nah, she was a bitch. No one fucking liked her. She was a druggie. She got passed around by the football team. Bitch. No one fucking liked her. She was a druggie. She got passed around by the football team. And I was like, damn.
So, I have a fucking watch my own funeral story from high school.
Yeah.
There was this guy named Jody that we went to high.
I know a bitch named Jody.
Well, it was a dude named Jody.
Same thing.
They said there's all these stories going around that he died because he had moved a few years ago, and everyone was posting like, Jody was my best friend. I talked to him every day after he moved. I can't believe this happened. There's a story that he had like fucking 3 cars and bought his own house, but he was like 17. It's like, what the fuck? Like, how's that happen? And then, but he had died of like bone cancer. And then a couple days later, he fucking posts on this account. He's like, I don't know who's dead, and none of this shit's true. I was like, none of y'all except for like whoever texted him. You know, like on a regular basis or whatever.
Yeah. And
fucking just revealed all this shit on a fucking Facebook page or something. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
That's fucked. Fuck. Want to get into our last?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Have you ever wanted to enjoy the taste of beer, but without the fun?
Not really, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, there's alcoholic-free beer. And it's not free beer. You just have to pay for it. It's just alcohol free.
Yeah.
Actually, they should make alcohol free beer. That should be a thing. Think about it. It'd be alcohol because it's beer and it's free. That's how they should start advertising that. It's beer and it's free. That's how they should start advertising that.
Well, does this beer still give you, like, when you sweat, it feels like literal, like, garbage is pouring out of you? Does it still have that effect?
I don't know. I've never had that effect from drinking beer.
Usually when I drink, like, low-quality Stone,
I get stomach aches. That's how I get.
I get, like, I start sweating, and it's, like heavy sweat.
See, this is what I don't like about... I like drinking heavier beers. Because when I drink light beers... I don't know if I have like a gluten allergy or something, but I don't digest them well, and then in the stomach it just feels like I ate a bunch of food, and then I'm like, I can't drink anymore.
Here, quick, rattle off your top 3 beers. Go.
Corona, Modelo, and Samuel Adams.
Sam Adams.
Yeah.
All right, I got Michelob, Coors Banquet, and Dos Equis after like 4 Michelobs.
Yeah, I like Michelobs.
I feel like Dos Equis is very like refreshing.
When I'm like when I have low testosterone, I crave a Michelob.
I love Michelob.
Testosterone, I crave a Michelob.
I love Michelob. Michelob, you're not yourself when you're not on Michelob.
No, I think Sam Adams is my favorite.
Sam Adams?
It might be my favorite because I like that dark taste that beer usually has. Yeah. I have a little dark taste on shit.
Here, quickly.
Okay, I guess I'd say Virginia Black, Weller's, and Crown. So I've only had, I think, about total 5 whiskeys. So I'm gonna go Maker's Mark. Have you ever had that? Black. Have you ever had Crown? I haven't had Crown Black.
Crown. It's like their like high end Crown. It's amazing. And then I guess Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
I'm not that versed in like every
Jack Daniels.
I'm not that versed in like every whiskey, but like those like the main whiskeys I've had.
Do you have a favorite wine?
I've had 2 wines. I've had Cupcake wine from Walmart.
That's not really wine.
Yeah, I don't know if it is. It just tastes amazing.
I mean, it's wine, but it's like not wine, but it's like not. It's like saying Truly is beer.
Oh. Yeah, so I've had that from Walmart because my girlfriend loves it. It's amazing.
It's good. I'm not shitting on fucking Cupcake. Cupcake wine's good.
I could like down a whole bottle before I'm like, oh, I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah, it tastes like a fucking cupcake.
And fucking, I've had like the box, like the black box wine that comes in a box.
Oh yeah,
I've had those. Oh, I guess I've had the house wine that comes in like the cans. That's like one can is equal to like 4 glasses.
I'm 40 and my kids are graduated and my husband works all the time.
Yeah, but this time I went to a party that a girl thought she could throw a better one than this dude, and it ended up all the drinks being like super girly. There was like Shirley Temples there.
Were they had alcohol in them?
They were spiked with like something
with ecstasy. Everyone's just fucking in there. They're fucking
kilos.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm not a big tequila drinker to really say. I normally just drink Jose Cuervo.
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever had. Vodkas.
Vodka? Not a big vodka fan, but I'll usually just get something cheap like brunettes.
I've had Tito's.
Now, I'll go get shots of Tito's sometimes.
Tito's, Everclear.
I don't know if
Everclear's like
Clear. It's like 90%.
Yeah, it's like the highest like percent you could like buy or something.
Moonshine's good. Pecan Pine Moonshine.
I've had
the best fucking moonshine.
So you know Davis
Moonshine.
I've had
the best fucking moonshine.
So you know Davis.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to use his name on the podcast, but Davis, his roommate had some moonshine before. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I got peach moonshine not too long ago. That shit was good. There's rum.
The only chata.
It's kind of like rum.
Yeah, that's the only like rum I've ever had.
I usually just get Captain Morgan spice rum.
I've had rum cake before.
Rum cake, yeah. I made bananas Foster's. Have you ever had that?
Mm-mm.
It's bananas fried in rum. It's just delicious.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. My favorite wine is Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ooh.
It's great with like
Top Shelf Walmart?
They have it at Walmart. The Josh Sellers brand?
Yeah.
That's what I get. I get the Cabernet. It's like if you like dry wine, dry red wine, that's what I like.
I know, my mom, she's like...
That's what I like.
I know, my mom, she's like, I wouldn't say an avid wine drinker, but she has like this one with like gold flakes in it.
Goldschlager? Or is it wine?
It's wine.
I was like, Goldschlager is like what Fireball used to be.
Fuck. What is Fireball? Is that a...
It's cinnamon whiskey.
That's a whiskey.
Yeah, that's what Goldschlager... It's like a clear whiskey with...
That's a whiskey.
Yeah, that's what Goldschlager... It's like a clear whiskey with actual gold flakes in it.
Oh, shit.
And, yeah, it's a gold... Yeah, and then... But it's clear. It's whiskey that's clear. Which I guess... Whiskey's only dark because of the barrels they put it in. So I guess if you didn't put whiskey in a barrel, it wouldn't get that darkness. But that's part of the... They just made cinnamon barrels. Oh, wait, I had one more thing to talk about.
What?
So, I've been watching Alone again. I fucking love that show.
Alone?
Alone?
Which one's that?
It's the one where they go, like the last 2 seasons, they went out to the Arctic. You know where the Slave Lake is in Canada?
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
The last or latest season they're doing, they have to go up there for 100 days. And like, it's usually you win if you're the last person there.
Yeah.
But this one, you have to get to 100 days, and no one's ever gotten to 100 days before.
Fuck.
Yeah, and it's fun. The people on there are always fucking hilarious. Like, camera and just fucking honks a loogie out of her fucking nose, and she's like, look at that. And then fucking wipes some tree sap on her finger, and she's like, yeah. And fucking puts that shit in her fucking mouth and is chewing it.
Fucking like
and then
dip.
the little History Channel bubble pops up, and he's like, tree sap explorers and became an essential product in the Northwest. I was like, what, to fucking chew on? Like, it didn't tell, like, what the purpose of it was. But she was, like, chewing on it, and I don't know if she ate it or whatever. But they always have these, like, real, like, country people.
Yeah.
They're like, I've been living in the woods. Country people.
Yeah.
They're like, I've been living in the woods since I was 3 years old. My mama, she was a bear. My daddy, he died of cancer when I was 2. So I've been living out here for 50 years, and I'm only 30 years old. And they 50 years, and I'm only 30 years old. And they're just fucking like tell you like, oh, 100 days out in the winter? Yeah, I've had worse. Imagine living with my ex-wife. Just fucking shit like that.
He's like a fucking like he's like a guy at work. No, I think you know what I'm talking about.
Like that.
He's like a fucking like he's like a guy at work. No, I think you know what I'm talking about. It's like you say something, he's like has a better story immediately.
Yeah, they're all talking about like, you know, like when you watch shows with people with, you know, moderate amount of money on game shows.
Yeah.
They're like, I was gonna use this money to like go on a vacation because I've been really needing one. But on this one, they're like, I'm just trying to pay off my house and take care of my family, so I gotta stay out here.
Do you think like the shows like follow up like where you like spend your money?
No, an episode of that all alone.
Yeah, but like say like I go to America's Got Talent, I win. I'm like, let me give all this money to charity, blah 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 blah. Like who's gonna fact check me?
I don't think anyone's ever given money to charity.
That's what I'm saying.
On a loan though. They usually like, I'm gonna pay off my student loans or I'm gonna pay my mortgage. On for the last 80 years.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's
Good.
That's it for the week.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our listeners.
No more fucking sober October.
I wanted to know nutty today with like, is it called tipsy when like you get a little buzzed? I guess.
I don't know. I guess you would say what's like the cannabis version of.
I'm guessing like buzzed.
It would be lifted.
I mean,
feel like that. Like I'm a little bit lifted.
So I want next like.
I used to say turn into O2 into O3.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because ozone is O3, which is high up in the sky, so you're getting high.
That's actually pretty clever. Alrighty, thank you, listeners. Catch you next week.
This is an ice cream conversation. Because every
week when we talk about Kim Kardashian and her new sex tape. Goodbye.